2 nights ago, I was in the middle of a bad dream. I was really having a rough time in the dream. There was fear and demons and just it was really I was in high anxiety in the dream, so much so that in the dream I left the bedroom and went to the bathroom to see if I could find an escape from fear in the bathroom. But no, everything was going on in the bathroom as well. So I went into the living room, and there was all kinds of shenanigans, and I just was really afraid. And finally I went and woke up my my wife and said, "Please hold me, I'm really afraid, I'm having a bad dream." And she started turning evil. And so at that moment I had a thought, and the thought was, there's no other choice. I guess I'm going to have to wake up. And I woke up. And this is interesting because the moment I opened my eyes in real life, there was absolutely no fear, no insecurity, no anxiety going on. It was completely and totally safe. It was all just a dream. And I kind of felt that this week there were so many things happening personally, politically, professionally in my life that were not what I wanted, and I couldn't manipulate reality out there anymore. I just had to wake up. And have you ever felt that way? That like the only choice left is to wake up from the dream of separation, the dream of fear, the dream of anger, the dream that somehow the world can be changed so that you can be happy and peaceful. And I think it's pretty insane to expect insanity to change before you can be sane. So when you're awake, or at least when you're aspiring to be awake, you understand and appreciate the words to my new reggae song. My first reggae song. Please forgive my lack of rhythm. Everything is all right, every night and every day. Everything is all right, it's gonna be okay. That's the chorus, sing it with me. Everything is all right, every night and every day. Everything is all right, gonna be okay. A little bird had told me while singing at the dawn, every moment is a masterpiece. What planet are you on? I said I am a human. We're famous for complaints. He asked, how is that working for you? I told him that it ain't. He said, everything is all right, every night and every day. Everything is all right, it's gonna be okay. Could it be there's not a moment, both in and out of time, that isn't held and cradled in the arms of love divine? When you look beyond illusion and see behind the veils, you feel caressed by tenderness and know your love prevails. Hey, everything is every night and every day. Everything is all right, it's gonna be okay. Everything is all right, every night and every day. Everything is all right, it's gonna be okay. Have you noticed that things work out when you get out of your way? Have a prayer and not a tantrum, and your letting go will pay. If you cannot see the beauty, your eyes are looking down. Lift your mind out of the gutter, and you'll see that love is all around, all around. Everything is all right, every night and every day. Everything is alright, gonna be okay. Have you seen a sunrise lately? What a glorious affair. But even heaven goes unnoticed if you don't realize you're there. Love is here to share. Everything is alright, every night and every day. Everything is alright, it's gonna be okay. Everything is alright, every night and every day. Everything is alright, gonna be okay. Hello? Hello? Wrong mic? I gotta turn it on?
Yeah, you have to turn it on. See you do this.
I'm not sure I'm capable of that. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Are you ready to live your light?
Yes.
Are you ready to be the light? Are you ready to stop complaining about the lack of light? I don't know about that one. Sometimes I feel like I cherish my complaints and my grievances and my gripes, especially like politically or socially, or, oh boy, do I love to just, yeah. That's because I have an ego. Anybody else have one? Yeah. Let's hear it for the ego. Now, when you witness your ego, then you are not in your ego anymore. So here's a little poem I wrote to help you witness your ego and laugh at it and rise to another frequency. Your ego will travel with you on this earth and be your companion for worse or worse. It pretends it's your friend, your bestest amigo, and it pours on the guilt. That's the beverage of ego. It's there to protect you, to help you be strong, so it has to remind you, you've done it all wrong. You're weak and you're lazy and you don't have a clue. That's your drill sergeant ego trying to motivate you. Your ego wants you to be all you can be, so it gives you these pep talks all day and for free. Oh, the places you'll go and the guilt trips you'll travel as the ego plays judge and bangs down on its gavel. But you always can get some relief from your pain by projecting it onto the others you'll blame. For that is the ego at its beastiest best. It nurses its grievances close to its chest. Republicans, liberals, your parents, your ex. The world is just teeming with folks to correct. If only these fools would conform to your ways, you would get on with life without further delays. The ego loves finding new gripes to complain about, turns molehills to mountains of yikes to feel pain about. Sometimes the ego stuff gets you so stuffy, you come down with a cold or an ouchie more roughy. But there's no time for rest, so get up out of bed. If you're just here and now, you won't get ahead. Your to-do list must buzz like the bees when they're busying. Keep filling your days till they're endlessly dizzying. Oh, the places you'll go and the people you'll see, all through the lens of, what's in it for me? For the ego believes there is something it lacks, and until it is found, it won't let you relax. Perhaps you'll find it in the next one you date. True love at first sight with a soul kind of mate. The romance is hot till the climate turns cold, because when egos collide, they cannot make a whole. It's fine till the love gets obscured by control, because when egos combine, they do not make a whole. So the ego moves on, ever constantly striving, addicted to seeking, afraid of arriving, traveling fast at the speed of surviving, with fear in the driver's seat, doing the driving. Perhaps you are on the fast track of success, constantly driven to be great, better, best. You're a mover, a shaker, a big-time achiever. You're a real self-made man, a dazzling diva. You're rich and you're famous. You make quite a splash. You're on top of the world and you're rolling in cash. You drive the right car. You've married the right spouse. Today, lunch with Oprah. Tomorrow, the White House. Pretty good. But at night, insecurity pays you a call. Because you know anytime you could lose it all. Your shrink says to rest. Your spouse sure agrees. Your doctor says, ulcers, take 14 of these. You know you should slow it down sooner or later, but your foot is just glued to that accelerator. Your ego consoles, well, at least you're successful. It's a sign of success to be constantly stressful. You've made it to prime time and everyone loves you. But your self-esteem's based on what others think of you. And opinions can change in the blink of an eye, which is why you need meds just to sleep and get by. One day, when you've failed and succeeded enough, you witness your ego exposed in the buff. And you realize behind all its protective clothing that the ego is simply a state of self-loathing. And beyond that, you find out the biggest of deals. You've dreamt up the ego. It's not even real. So, for richer, for poorer, in all kinds of health, you make a commitment to loving yourself. You release the projections you placed upon others and find, through forgiveness, that peace is discovered. You realize the love that you searched for outside you is what you are made of and can't be denied you. So you let go your worries, your potions, your pills, put some logs on the fire, you learn how to chill. Your old superstitions have gone up in smoke, like you can't rest in peace until after you croak. You no longer fear death, or for that matter, life, because you know that all matters are safe and all right. While resting in peace, you will soon be inspired to go out in the world with some newfound desires, desires that spring from your heart and your soul. And wherever they take you, you're going there whole, because the ego is now in the passenger seat. It lets down the window and takes in the treats. You're not in a hurry. You're going there slow, because the journey's as rich as the places you'll go. Where you are going, you don't need to know, because the journey's as rich as the places you'll go. Say that with me. The journey's as rich as the places you'll go. Yo. I love that. I always get amazed that I can remember it all. Whoa, what part of my brain am I in now? So, I think the best thing I can do when I'm in this state is make up stuff in the moment. Making up stuff in the moment. So give me something that you're having difficulty with, coming from a place of peace or letting go of your grievance or your judgment or whatever, and just blurt it out, and let's see what happens. Teenagers. Can you put them in a cage? No, they'll just break free. They've got to act their age. They've got hormones raging like a river in Egypt. Can I love myself while being triggered? Can I love them while setting boundaries? Can I love them and not like them? Can I have patience with my impatience? Can I have celebration while I'm in frustration? Can I see them as a mirror and not make them deliver me from all these feelings that have been in me for a long time and they're helping me unwind from my own childhood stuff? I don't want to project that they're not good enough because I know it's pretty tough to be a teen. And they're locked in some kind of dream that ain't too fun and it's not going to be done overnight. So let me be the light. The light that allows pain to express without shaming them for not being their best. Maybe they feel deep down they're a mess. Well, let me not add to that thought. Let me teach them something that I wasn't taught, that they're okay just the way they are. But I'm still not going to let them drive my car. What else?
Dan the man.
Say again?
Dan the man.
Dan the man.
My boss.
Oh, your boss? Okay. So you got a grievance about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he in the room? Might he be listening to this tape down the road?
No.
Okay. So I don't need to respect him. I'm free creatively. Dan the man has the power to can. So I try to suck up and just be who I am. But sometimes he triggers authority issues that cause me to pound pillows and grab some tissues. I want to stand up to him, tell it like it is. I feel the carbonation of my anger start to fizz. And then I tell myself, cool your jets. It doesn't help that you're getting upset. The emotional body is water and mine is wet. But all is in divine order even when I'm in the water of my emotional body. And somehow I've created this Dan the man, so maybe I can learn to understand that I don't need to be a doormat to anybody else. As long as I'm the boss of myself, somebody like Dan the man doesn't have the power except the power I give him. And I choose to use my power to forgive him. Fun stuff. What else? Feeling stuck, out of luck, like a Mack truck, but that's not moving. It's not moving. I feel like I need to move. I need to move past this fear. I need to find a place where I feel clear. I need so much to be breathing. Because when I'm breathing, I notice I'm receiving. And when I'm relaxed, something new I can attract. So maybe I don't need to unstuck myself as much as I need to love myself for feeling stuck, for feeling out of luck. My ego's just run amok, but there's only one moment in which I can allow salvation to come, and that's right here and now. And I notice I'm okay even when feeling stuck. And then I can say to myself, you're not really as stuck as you think. Just clean out your contact lenses and blink and realize, oh my God, change is happening everywhere. And not just my underwear. I'm changing as my cells are changing. They're rearranging. There's birth and there's death and everything in between. So I wake up from this very silly dream that somehow I could ever be stuck. Because I'm the grace of God, and the grace of God moves like a truck, moves like an airplane, moves like a bird, keeps moving and moving and moving, and I speak the word that says, I am not stuck, I am moving on up, indeed. So I'm a life coach by day, and several clients are in Boston and who were very shaken up by this last week. And besides empathizing with their pain and sympathizing and loving them as they are, I was also guided to help them help others, to help people realize that they're here to help. Snaps them out of stuckness, snaps them out of depression, snaps them out of whatever dream we're in. I remember when I lived in New Jersey and there was a huge snowstorm right outside my house, and there was a big road, a highway where people usually are in their cars going to work. But in this particular snowstorm, it was gridlock for 8 hours, and the people had nothing to do except, and then here's the interesting thing, because I was watching, either they stayed in their car and grumbled, or they got out of their car and made friends. And some people took orders from people and walked a quarter of a mile to the 7-Eleven to get coffee for others. And I noticed that those were the happiest of all people, the ones who responded to calamity by saying, "What can I give?" And of course, getting out of the car and making friends is also a wise choice, yeah? Connecting. Because these things are going to happen, right? Boston, guns, I mean, we're not going to live in a perfect world externally. It's just, lots of lessons going on this planet. So what I want to do is respond to those lessons and those calamities with an opportunity to serve, to be the light. So here's one of my songs. Sing it with me. It goes like this. Or learn it first and then sing it. Let me be light on earth in my body and the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light on earth in my body for the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light so I can discover we all are lovers in a family way. Let me be light on earth in my body for the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light on earth in my body for the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light on earth in my body for the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light so we can discover we all are lovers in a family way. Let me be light on earth in my body for the bodies of those who live today. Let me be light on earth. We're just going to repeat that for a while. Let me be light on earth. 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 On earth. Isn't that sweet? Let me be light on earth. Let me not care so much about being right. Let me be light. And also, light doesn't I mean, light means a lot of things to me, but one thing it means is not taking things so seriously. Not in a way of disassociating from pain, but in a way of being part of the solution. If somebody's in quicksand in front of me and I jump in to help them, am I going to help them? Don't I have to be out of the consciousness of quicksand in order to be able to help them? So if somebody's going through a problem and they're taking it very seriously, do I help them by getting so serious? No, I don't think so. Seriousness is another form of fear masquerading as responsibility. It looks really good on paper. Some people even think it's synonymous with commitment. Like, especially in relationships, those two are getting serious. I hope I'm never in that kind of relationship. I do a lot of music for weddings, and there was one couple that they were in their 60s, and they knew not to take life seriously anymore. And so I didn't know what was going on, but they had staged this whole theater piece where she was pretending, where is he? You know, and everybody around her was going, yeah, oh, I knew he was going to bail, and da-da-da-da. And then some people come out, and they're dressed in army, like in the army, where they have guns, and they're behind him, and he's going, okay. Apparently, he had a fear of commitment and was willing to be playful about it and act it out in a playful way, and so did she. So it was a lot of fun. So can you have fun with your pain? That's the coolest thing, when you can play with your pain, when you can not take it so personally that you have issues. Oh, what a joy that is. You guys can do that, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what the antidote is? You get to, if you don't lighten up, then you get to be part of the problem. And condemning the problem is part of the problem. Do you ever notice, when there's something that's really bad that goes on in the world, that the President of the United States is, he has to condemn it? I condemn the violence, I condemn the drugs, I condemn the terrorism, and, hello. I condemn the condemnation. Somebody has to say enough and bring some other kind of stuff to the table, and I think we're all willing and able, because spiritually, we've got cable. We're hooked up. We're homes, boys and girls. Man, we know there's another reality, and that is more real than anything that's happening down here on earth. The absence of mirth is the absence of spirit, and there is no such thing as the absence of spirit. So laugh. Bring laughter into the lack of laughter. Bring it in. Bring it on down. St. Francis said it beautifully. He said, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is seriousness, let me sow laughter. He didn't say that. I'm plagiarizing. I'm just, But he did say, where there is injury, let me sow pardon. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is sadness, let me sow joy. But, you win a consolation prize for gladness. Gladness is good. But if you really take that seriously, if you actually take it seriously, I didn't say that, did I? Strike that from the record. Objection. Objection sustained. Where was I? If you take that, let's say, literally, that the prayer is, where there is sadness, let me sow joy. It can be challenging, especially if you have a mother like mine. The other day I got on the phone with her and she said, how are you? And I said, loving my life. And she was really upset about that, You know, and I challenge her on that. You know, it's like, how are you? I'm glad to be alive. I'm terrific. I'm fantastic. Can't you just be okay, Scott? You're really messing with my misery here. You're throwing it in my face. Could somebody tell me when to shut up? Like what time I should stop?
Okay, close.
You're not the first woman to tell me that. 5 minutes it is. We have a board meeting Wednesday. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Where there is laughter, seriousness, let me sow laughter. Oh yeah, I'm remembering to sow the laughter, to sow the peace. But my ego says, you're nuts, you're crazy, this is so irresponsible, you've got bills, how are you going to pay them? With levity? Actually, the answer is yes. People pay me to be lighthearted. I don't sell books if I'm not happy. Authentically happy. I'm going to sing you one more song. Trouble is I can't think of which one. Okay, I know which one. Because you the sound man, the beautiful man, what is your name? Anthony reminded me today of my love for Mr. Rogers. Something in his voice, something in his gentleness, something in his willingness to be of service. Or maybe I projected it, but anyway, it's all a projection. Now, anyway, this is my song that I wrote to honor Mr. Rogers and the consciousness that I felt he transmitted through his work. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. My spirit is soaring free. I've taken the weight of the world off my shoulders, found a lighter me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. There are no locks on the doors. People come out to play every day, and they know what life is for. We laugh at the notion that love is rare. We laugh at the notion of fear. We come to each moment with cupboards bare and open our hearts to the heaven that's here. We open our hearts to the heaven that's here. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We're having a block party. God has decreed there'll be joy in the streets, so we sacrifice self-misery. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Cells, something about the cells of my body get along with each other. The cells of my body get along with each other. A happy biology. We laugh at the notion that love is rare. We laugh at the notion of fear. We come to each moment with cupboards bare and open our hearts to the heaven that's here. Open our hearts to the heaven that's here. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Our spirit is soaring free. We've taken the weight of the world off our shoulders, found our unity. It's a beautiful day in God's neighborhood. Mr. Rogers is singing along. Who would have known that this journey home would lead my heart back to his song? Who would have known that the journey home would lead us all back to this song? A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah. Thank you so much.